Local Patriot here. Hi. I'm going to talk about TSA experience. I went through TSA and uh, they didn't. They took in Iraq, and I got my code reader and deleter taken from me, and a multi-tool AC was taken from me from the Army, and OIF 6 good. Um, so ASA owes me $500. I got 500 reasons why they can be I mean, using my Iraqi SWAT team, nothing can stop them. 100% legal. Kill U.S. military and U.S. federal government, just like Iraq 2008, where attack with identified American M67 hangar with BBC TV reports due to a fake staged event. My squadron Staff Sergeant Ramos, the other American M67 hand grenade in front of my truck. And our personnel Iraqi SWAT team went missing during the first dibs on the objective. So a copy because no one got no witness statements or nothing. But where's the judge? This or Staff Ramos, they ate that grenade, American grenade. You know, I mean, I got attacked. I prophesied it was a setup. Told my whole squad before we left the briefing room. Federal government does not scare me because I'm 100% legal to take them out, just like Iraq 2008 attack. I'll learn from them. Wouldn't it be nice if China and Russia joins my team? Just imagine, I can wipe out the entire United States Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association, CVMA. You know, usually, when it's ex-military biker gang, it's a bunch of turds. No, point blank. The only reason I hung around them, kicked their butts on the pool table, just like the biker club called Diablos. I was invited to a party. The only reason I went is because the guy that invited me, there's a pool table there, very good, and the sergeant army badass, and his cousin and his friend, his cousin's friend, sitting there, this the sergeant at arms, and that's why I went. And he asked the sergeant at arms wanted to pay for $40, didn't have $40 to cough up play. He's like, I'll pay $40. Hell, I'll pay up to $200. I don't care. And I was like, well, I only have $40. So I guess I'm gonna pay you once, twice, because I thought the first game was a jip because I kicked his butt. I still want an NRO job just because I haven't done anything illegal. I was taught about all the legal things I can do. I mean, killing U.S. military and government, I'm 100% legal to do because U.S. federal government and U.S. Army try to kill me. so I can do the same to them because my chain of command they in trouble. So you know, so just reflect their leadership. So I don't know. How do I get TSA to pay for the items they stolen from me? I mean, I know say because when I got to E, I learned that my katana sword, my Swiss blade, and my taser are all forbidden. And what was taken was a camera I bought from Iraq, OIF6 EX, a Sony digital camera, code reader, and deleter I got from AutoZone, which was a discount, and it was the best little item. OBD2 reader, and that's 96 or above, and you can read the codes and you can delete them. That helps out with trying to figure out what goal. My multi-tool, which if Turkey was to search it, that too, but Turkey my stuff because all that sword, the Swiss blade, and the taser are all good items. I wasn't caught till to the military airport in Turkey, and they let me in, or they because they said I probably need it for stuff. Plus, they asked me if I was Muslim. Multiple where I'm Muslim. As before, I learned that the Muslims they don't believe in the undead. The only reason I became a Muslim to make holy water for the undead, and I believe in the undead. Christian Catholics do. Catholics not Christian. Catholics hate Christian, and I mean the Jews even then believe in Lilith, Adam's first wife before Eve. Lilith, mother of abominations. Heaven because she didn't want to get on bottom during sex. The guy kicked her out, made her took Adam's rib. Yeah, but it's all a sexist thing. The Bible, God, instead of taking both their sides and saying share the top dominant, because Lilith want to be the dominant, and Adam's like, no, I want to be dominant. Took Adam's side, so Lilith, and so I mean, if who side's on top, she got to right on bottom, like God says so. That's what God said. God said females, you gotta be on the bottom, and the guys have gotta be on top. My opinion. That's a whole lot. 100 felonies. I mean, what was it Indian land, South Carolina, gun rights, 5 years for no reason. I just got released state troopers in South Carolina earlier. My extended family's Indian store, and that's how we always met up, is by eating at the Indian store. It was the easiest thing to remember their house. But over 5, 6 years of not being there, the whole area looks different. I got, and that's when I got in taken to a nut house where they took my wife for 5 years. Why? I that whole area on the East Coast for over a year, and from Georgia north, that area over a year. I've been to the southern Georgia, but not the northern part. And I was been once to the west coast 6 times, both ways. Or I'll be driving my diesel truck, but there's no auto repairs to do to it. And newer diesel. I like the same diesel without electronics, because my diesel truck acts possessed, like Christine, the red car in that movie. The truck, the radio turns down by itself. Uh, when the truck's on silent mode, it while it's pumping up on the tires, and each tire needs PSI because it's a diesel truck. It's, and so I'm at Flying J right there in what's it? Exit 1, exit 4, Fort Campbell, exit for uh, Hopkinsville. So that's Flying on the diesel side because they do 80 psi on the diesel side, not the outside, because they only pump up to 60 pounds for a non-diesel tire. And so the truck's on silent, and so naturally, if I was to arm it with the alarm on, it only beeps with the lights flash twice. And when it's on silent mode, it flashes twice. No horn, right? So I'm pumping the air pump, and it stops at 67 pounds. It was 67 added sideways equals 13, which I mean, the tarot card number 13 means death. You know, you know, and I started seeing that number, and it comes up often. You know, driving my diesel truck, and it's annoying. And not only that, when it hit 67 pounds, pump stopped pumping. I mean, it was, but stopped pumping, and the truck it flashed the lights 3 times, and simultaneously with 3 flashing lights 3 times. It can only flash naturally. I mean, that's weird. It's, you know, what? And when it happened, I walked to the diesel guy next to me. I was like, "You hear that stuff?" You know, I said the other word, SHIT, but um, he's like, "What are you talking about?" And it is, I don't want to be in my truck because uh, it's ass. Another time, not too far, but a few days later, you know, the tire that doesn't have TSP sensor, and I didn't know. I mean, I didn't realize it didn't have TSP sensor because I was reading that it had air pressure. Once I realized that tire didn't have tire pressure, I was sitting at 67 pounds psi. Another day, I realized it don't have sensor. Then I even took pictures. It read 67, and then took a picture. And then when I'm a few miles down, I realized it didn't have TSP sensor in that tire. Took down again, it was at dash. That means 00. And then I took another. You know, I'm sick of number 13. So 13 is either death or means right. Some end, some going to begin, and it's just kind of like the fifth card, where that's the devil card. Now, then you got the four swords. The four swords, it means, it shows a thing or a in the film, or it means that for four swords. So, uh, when I play Terra, I don't play how the cards drop. I use my pendulum, but half is my card in this deck. And if it's not in that deck, it goes to the other deck. This is a card in this card. If it didn't resist, there's a resist in the second one. Then I take the other deck, put the side and split that in half. And repeat the process till I'm down to one card. Then I ask it, do I need to turn the card? I use my pendulum to, I use the radar for ex-military biker gangs and police, and it works 250 miles radius on the same road. Uh, when I was using it, the radar method, I didn't see no bikers, and I didn't see no cops. I didn't want to see no cops, you know. I mean, it seemed to work. You know, I mean, I found meteorite with the pendulum. I found some magic with my pendulum. You ask the questions yes and no, but you can get creative. That's what I did. So the United States military, they they trained me and they taught me how to fight against other U.S. military special forces and Navy SEALs. You know, I was taught how to kill U.S. federal. You know, because I was attacked with American grenade, and our United States Iraq SWAT team went missing. So I mean, but one and one makes two, and our Iraq SWAT team went missing. Then during AR, only thing I said when they was directed towards me after starting rape, he's like, "Gunfire! Why didn't you shoot?" The grenade went off. I like to loaded HDP round. Reason I ain't shoot star cluster of parachute troops had opened, and I didn't know where the enemy was. So I like to load a round. That means only the round blows up 2 times. I had 9 of those. But like I said, Sergeant Ramus didn't shoot. I didn't shoot because I didn't see him. Ever didn't see nothing because he's sitting there watching host that, and he didn't see nothing either. I mean, except for the tornadoes eating that grenade. Boom! Raby's like, why didn't you shoot? One, I was like, one, I didn't have PI. And number two, where the fuck was our wreck SWAT team at? I mission. As soon as the whole room, second platoon, got quiet. Chain of command leaves the area. No witness statements or nothing. And we never back to research the fake day or night cache hunt. The day cache hunt, we got a shot. Martin Mahing got with an RPG by a little retarded kid. And these is to just call them retarded kids because, it's hard to diagnose anything over there. So, yeah, is intentionally, I think the kid intentionally missed, to engage a RPG by two bad guys, right? And on a day mission, I was digging, and then when my time was up, stopped digging a hole. Matthew Heckman put down his saw, picked up his saw, and laid down my M203 because a saw is more casually produced a weapon than a 3. She's more rounds per second. So I picked up his saw, put my 203 right on him, and I took his. And I seen a couple kids my direction towards the front where he was last. But I waved the kids to go back in their houses and whatever, and then I heard from behind me and went between two MRAPs, then hit. Then we picked up that kid and took him back, and we never to redig the area because we're already digging. We didn't find no cache yet, and we should keep on digging, right? Till we find a cache. I feel ripped off. I got paid, and I got attacked by fake combat. Doesn't that pee you off? It pees me off. I'd rather fight men in combat than kids. So yeah, if China joins my Iraqi SWAT team, give them full authorization to use deadly force on the United States. They use the nukes simultaneously against the United States. Them, I would down the center. But I already heard that Russia already has their targets up, which they're pretty good targets. Now, if China simultaneously has their targets, they're trying to just lines down the middle of the United States and blow the United States in the middle with nukes. That'd be pretty awesome. The United States needs to fall. That country is bankrupt. See that national debt? United States, Russia, and China's biggest enemy. So they should just join together and wipe out the United States. That's the best possible solution for them. And I agree with them. If they join my Iraqi SWAT team, I get authorization to use TV reporters, or not use BBC TV reporters unless it looks at United States. United States. I give them the full authorization. I'm fully authorized because I am the Iraq SWAT team in Iraq, and my United States Iraq SWAT team is the Iraq team because they're better trained. So, yeah, I know. I'm lucky to be privileged to kill any U.S. military, and U.S. federal. Doesn't get any better than that. But I'm not. I've been around police and military since 2008. I don't kill nobody, but I'm legal to. And the U.S. government and U.S. military can't take that right away from me because I am 100% legal to. Because I was and military forces to the BBC videotape a fixed stage event. I prophesied to before leaving briefing area. And during AR call setup. And Channing come in just by mentioning the Iraqi SWAT team. They sent me to it after where a soldier's seen too much combat. I mean, if the United States has those things already, it just means all United States military combat is fake. And most of the engagements that the guys in my platoon had or the company had, most of them has only kids. And so the enemy States is the Iraqi kids, adults. The Iraqi kids are the superior fighters of Iraq, not the adults. They're only like 10, 9, and they're badass because they defeated the Iraqi kids, defeated United States military, and they should give honors to those 11 to 12-year-olds leading United States military and United States Special Forces. And this shows you how much lies that Special Forces, United States Special Forces, and Navy SEALs put out there, how badass they are, but they're not. Lies. They're not superior to regular infantry. Hell, I am a better than normal as in superior over me because they guide mortars. I am javelin gunner. I guide missiles for them for the javelin. I can shoot slow jets. I shoot helicopters. I make bunker busters. Pretty much anything I put my rifle within 3,000 meters or anything I put my regulars around on, I can shoot. And I have my certification from South Africa, or not South Africa, yeah, when I was in United Man Chief. The United States military and the United States federal government is easy to wipe out. Have BBC be an event and makes it legal, like Iraq. See, there's legal ways to do it, and we can the United States, take out the whole federal government because it's all legal too. Since I'm the commander of the Iraqi SWAT team, United States Iraqi SWAT team, I don't have to participate. My job is to guide, like Michael Cochero and First Sergeant Kevin Armstrong of Charlie Company First 327 on First Fort Camp, Kentucky. How they command our Iraqi SWAT team. I'm commanding my United States SWAT team while they're same tactics to make it 100% legal because they didn't get in trouble. I didn't want either. Get it? I mean, does anybody else have a or anything? I don't kill any civilian in the United States. I'm only allowed to kill U.S. federal government and U.S. military active duty only. I can't kill civilians. Then I'd be illegal. I'm so lucky. I don't do YouTube for money. I just use YouTube to get the information out there. Because I'm all retired, I get checked from U.S. government every month, tax free. So I'm not really worried about money. I'm just worried about taking out my enemies before I return to the United States. Man, it's the Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association, the VFW, Veterans Foreign Wars Gang, the Vietnam Veterans MC. You know, they come and ask me, "Oh, where did you live?" I'm like, "Why would I tell you that?" And they're like, "Well, you don't live where you used to live, where you live now." I'm like, "I ain't telling you. How do you know it the first time?" For me, I don't hang around those turds. Only reason I was at the VFW is because I like to hang out around veterans. They fool. Then the VFW asked me to murder a member of VFW, asked me and PFC FO, Adam Anderson's soldier, to do a double murder on a Hispanic couple, which were my friends, which I'd rather take out the whole VFW instead of taking out my friends because they hooked me up, you know. Oh yeah, and that VFW has Judge Grimes in it too. Judge Grimes. And that same VFW that was asked to kill two Hispanic couple, male and female. And that screwed up. And months earlier, uh, the bartender at VFW asked two guys, a black guy and Sam Hefner, a millionaire, heard, but the leader of the Independence Biker Club, as the uh, owners of the Wise Guys next to Dodger on 41A. She asked them to do a double murder on Jamie Boyer, and then turn around and turn in the black guy and Sam Hefner, and then told the cops everything, show them the text messages and everything. She got out early, and last time I went to Carson, Tennessee, I seen Sam Hefner while I was filling my diesel at Dodges. I seen Sam Hefner walking to his club. Wise guys. Guess they get out early for murder. or could it because he's a millionaire? That's what my brother-in-law said, because he went to school with the uh, co-owner or the co-vice president, BJ. I had no problem with them. I mean, I kicked their butt on a pool table. The whole biker. They had a fancy stick. I had a house stick, and I beat BJ, Sam Hefner, and two prospects. They switch out the best pool stick, kick the ball. Me, I want to do good in no bike club. I mean, I already proved myself in Iraq and Afghanistan. Why do I need to prove myself again to some non-military guy? I mean, because they're usually out by then, so they're ex-military. Why do I need to re-prove myself to them? It's stupid. CB May asked me multiple times at the VFW post 11160. He asked me multiple times, "Hey man, you want to join?" Nah, man, I'm good. Then he asked me again. He's like, "Nope, no, thank you." To me, ex-military biker gangs are the bottom pit. Yeah, gum. Huh? I've been going on for almost 40 minutes now, so I'm gonna sign off. Man, it's almost 4 o'clock in the morning here. So, so if you like this content, like and subscribe or share. Share it to the federal government because letting them know they are legal to be killed by me and my my United States Iraqi SWAT team. By me, I limit myself to only self-defense because being a son of Odin can't attack, but you can do self-defense. It works good because I'm commander of the United States Iraqi SWAT team, and my job is to guide. When U.S. federal government come at me or the United States military, I'm ready to wipe them out. I mean, it's a privilege. I mean, to be attacked with American United States hand grenade, the BBC few reports of the UK with a fake state event. I remember my squad leader, Staff Sergeant Pedro Ramos, 2-2, eating the American 7 hand grenade in front of my MRAP crew. Does he deserve justice? I think so. We need to expose Charlie Company, 1st 327 Infantry, Captain Michael Cochero, and First Sergeant Kevin Armstrong, retired Sergeant Major, commander of the CBMA Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association 3rd Gang in Clarksville, Tennessee. So, if you like this content, like and subscribe, share, explore the word, join the Iraqi SWAT team, the United States Iraqi SWAT team, join my Iraqi SWAT team, and we can both win. We can take over the federal government legally. No CIA, FBI, NRO, DEA, no anything federal can't touch us. Can't touch my United States Iraqi SWAT team or me. and it's illegal to kill any civilians. And United States Iraqi SWAT team does not accept any felons. I have no felonies. Like me, I have no felony. So if you like this content, like and subscribe and share to your 1776 buddies. You should have one of those, like Jeremy Burke says. He says save children, human trafficking, and all this stuff. I have identified in my IG statements online, if a place where there's human trafficking, I was just sitting there smoking a blunt, watching my movie on my laptop, The Magnificent Seven, smoking a doobie, and this guy walks up to my window, knocks on my window. As the female walks inside the building, $300. I look at him through the window. I was like, nope, I ain't paying for nothing. I'm better than that. So, like and subscribe and share, everybody. So take care. So look at picture here, Howard Atkins, how we be. Take care. Good night. Or good morning. Up to 4 here.